I predict a Duke's victory.
Welcome to another episode of the Cross Fantasy Football Podcast. Dillon, I'm not going to lie. That boom wasn't my best. I'm not feeling my best. You're going to have to carry us today.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the boom was excellent. I already know you're sick, and I wouldn't have been able to tell from the boom.
Really? In my heart, it felt like I let you down. I let myself down. I let the listeners down. When that came out, I was like, damn, there's something in me that's missing. That's
do you
how
think
I felt.
about our listeners, our 4 listeners, and ever get concerned that when they start, the YouTube ad ends or whatever, and then their ears just get blown out by the boom, or if somebody's like listening to it like early in the morning, do we have any logistical concerns?
Dude, the one thing you said, so I'll get to that question. Do ads play before our shows?
Great question. That was an assumption. Yeah, actually, probably not. We're probably not monetized. That's a good point.
I don't think there's any ads. And if there are, we have no say in that. Yeah, you're right. It might be time to change it because it's not a good. Every time I hear it when I edit the shows, I try to skip over it because I'm like, that's annoying.
See, I don't know if I'm saying change it. I'm just wondering the impact of the boom. I think it brings the energy. It gets me pumped up.
It wakes people up, right? I think we need feedback on this. I think we need who's a new listener who's not really like Statman or Mark or somebody who's never listened yet. I think they need to try and see what's their initial reaction to the boom.
It's a good podcast when we're like, who's a new listener? We can name names.
I'm just trying to think. I feel like I was drunk and sent the link to 2 or 3 people last Saturday. I was trying to remember who it was. Mark was definitely one. Yeah. I can't remember. Statman wasn't there though, so it probably wasn't him. I can't remember who else.
Statman was there at the Oh no, Statman wasn't there for. Statman joined us at the Bears Watch. The Bears Watch, man, what a game! I mean, I'm still kind of pissed at you for putting me in a Packers jersey, in the thumbnail for the last podcast. But I think that was the single greatest day in my Bears fandom, in my 33 years of Bears fandom, and that's including when we played in the Super Bowl. Like maybe the greatest single moment was Devin Hester returning the opening kickoff of the Super Bowl in 2005 because we were like, we're going to win the Super Bowl. This is amazing. But then from there on out, it was a nightmare. But this comeback, this isn't like no Bears team I've ever known does. We don't do stuff like this.
So is this a win? Like no matter how this week goes, you're already like, oh, we won the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter.
Kind of. If we lose to the Rams, losing to the Rams. And we'll get to that game, but if we lose to the Rams, it's still a hugely successful season.
If 10 years from now, or when your kids ask you what are the greatest Bears moments in your lifetime, you're going to be like, wild card weekend, we are down 21-3, Ben Johnson's first year. It was that.
Yes, I saw this. I'll have to say, there's a great AI fake documentary that came out in 2074. Of old Bears fans talking about that game, and it hyped me up. I'm like, I will be telling my grandkids about this game.
I'm so sad I missed it. I'm so sad. I should have said that on a podcast because then people are going to question, do I watch football? This was a one-off circumstance that I had to miss for a friend. Gosh damn it. I can't believe I missed it.
Do you think that's why you're sick? Or was it the sushi that got you sick?
I would never say that about Tamaki Den. It's the greatest establishment in Denver. I would never say that about that. No, it was probably everything that I had in between Tamaki Den and right now.
What'd you have?
I don't know, but there was a what's it called? A biscuit place. Tried a new biscuit place on Sunday. Rise and Shine. So got a cinnamon roll biscuit. Yeah, 188 biscuits. Probably the best deal I've ever heard of. I didn't think it was 188 anymore. I just kept asking, I'm like, really, 188 for this with the jam too? They have these little jam
That's
cups.
amazing.
I don't want to throw them under the bus too. No, it's probably the snacks at the office yesterday. That's the only thing.
That makes sense.
Hippies, you know those. Those.
I feel like I've seen them, never had them. They seem too healthy for me.
No, they are way too healthy for you. They're like fake healthy. They're one of those that are like fake healthy too. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna mimic a chip. I'm gonna put some ingredient, I guess chickpeas in it, and I'm gonna make it seem healthier, but it's really not. Like the calories are probably the same. There's probably just one more ingredient.
Do you know what I had for the first time in years the other night? Was just classic mac and cheese, like Kraft mac and cheese. I mean, so we made we had 2 boxes and we made it for 2 of us. We were just like, we're just going to eat a whole box, which in retrospect was too much mac and cheese. The first bowl of mac and cheese. No, the first bowl of mac and cheese was amazing. The second bowl of mac and cheese, I was like, I think I'm done with it. Like, I don't know if I can have any
for another 10 years.
Well, yeah, I might go another 10 years, but like that first bowl was like magic. Like those first couple bites of mac and cheese after not having it for 10 years was actually amazing.
Dude, we're not at Take Montezuma yet, but I have like 2 you're gonna think weird opinions on the Kraft mac and cheese. One,
what are they?
I like the shapes better than the noodles. Any shape, like where they used to do SpongeBob and Scooby Doo and whatever. And the twirly ones, all of them are like night and day better. I went through a good 10-year period there where I refused to eat the macaroni shaped. My mom wouldn't buy them because I'd only eat. No, swear to God, I'd only eat the shape. And I like them. I like them liquidy. Like I like when you put
liquidy,
like not like soup, but like a little more liquid than the default. So there's like a pooling of cheese sauce on the bottom of your bowl.
God,
I knew you were gonna like this. I knew you were gonna like this.
Creamy on the. It's supposed to be creamy.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I like extra creamy. Like creamy on the noodles, and then like so creamy, it's just dripping. Goldness in the bottom of the bowl. Like I don't like drink it afterwards, but I like the extra. I like to rub my noodles around in the extra this thing.
Oh my God, dude! This is literally macaroni in a pot.
For the sake of time, let's make that my Take Montezuma, sponsored by Soiree Season. If you want noodles that are not soggy, check out Soiree Season for the best curated product list out there. Use promo code CrushFF for 15% off. Website link coming soon. Coming not today, not yesterday, but soon. Very soon.
Last week I was told this week, which probably means 2 weeks from now. But yeah. But I mean, we're right there. We're on the precipice.
But this isn't an indictment of Soiree Season.
No, it's more of a quality over quantity. Quantity is the wrong word, but like slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Kind of situation.
Tortoise in the Hare. You remember that? Yeah, exactly.
I've heard of it. Didn't finish it, but I heard of it. I started really quick. I read the first couple chapters real fast, but
real fast.
Didn't make it to the end. All right, my Take Montezuma. I don't think it's as good as wet macaroni and cheese cereal or however you like to eat it. But all right, here's mine. So we're having like a little tailgate for the Broncos
Good Broncos
game. We're having a little watch party, and I got to clean out the garage for it. My Take Montezuma is cleaning out the garage is my single favorite chore. Like I love cleaning out the garage. People hate it. People always reference it as like the worst day. And I think as a kid it sucked. Like when my dad was like, "Yeah, we got to clean out the garage," then I had to stay in there and he would just tell me what to like move and shit. But this is my garage now, and like all our like fun toys are in there. Like I got like I don't know, moving around camping stuff, and I get to see like. And then I get to sweep at the end. You get to sweep out all the like leaves, and then it's like super clean in there and nice and organized. You know where all your stuff is and your tools and your like I don't know, like BB guns and shit. Like, yeah. So I'm a big clean out the garage kind of guy.
Dude, I think what it is, it's probably nostalgic for you because you never use any of that shit. It's like you have a bunch of tools and really manly shit that you never use, and you're like, oh, I forgot I had this drill. Oh, I forgot I had this standing saw, this BB gun, all this. And so you're like, wow, it's like a trip down memory lane for you. You're like, you get to touch it and move it over to the other side of the garage, and so it's like you feel something. It's like, wow, it's nostalgic. It's like, wow, I bought this 3 years ago. I was going to make so many tables and I didn't use it once, and it's just sitting there. And that's why I think you like it.
That's right. That is 100% right. My hands are as soft as I don't know, a baby's bottom. What do you say is soft? But my
that's what
my
everyone
hands,
says.
yes, I have white collar hands. I have soft white collar hands. But what I will say is I don't use. You're right. The tools come out every once in a while, and when they do come out, I used an angle grinder like 6 months ago, and I'm still buzzing off that. I still feel like the most manly like man of all
Wait,
time.
what is it?
An angle grinder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to cut some metal. It was amazing. It was like the greatest day of my life. Which I just said was the Bears game, but those happen often. But anyway, but I have an excuse for the BB gun. We used to use the BB gun. We would shoot cans in the back alley after have a couple beers, shoot a couple cans in the back alley, and then we got an HOA complaint. We got a complaint for firing or discharging firearms on property. So the frantic text we got from our landlord being like, "What is this about you guys?" Discharging firearms on like at our house. And so then I had to explain it's basically a Christmas story and we're just shooting Red Riders. But yeah, so that's my excuse for no BB gun action. But we used to use it, and I was a pretty good shot at it.
Did you get fined for that?
No fine. It was a warning. Yes.
Oh, dude, I think you can rip it up until you get fined at least once. It's like the fines at the dog park. It'll only be $100. It's just like don't get caught the 5th time, or else it'll be $1,200.
Well, the fine did note 2 times that I was caught, so I don't know if that counts as 2 warnings or 1, but it was on the same warning.
So your garage is really clean right now? It's like
no, I'm gonna do it. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you haven't even done it?
No, I haven't done it yet, but I've taken some small steps, but not a lot. But I'm excited to do it.
I think I'm with you on that. When it's just like moving things around, and you don't really have to get it that clean because it's the garage. You know how in the house when there's dust, you're like, oh, I have to clean that. It's in the house.
Yes.
Let's say in the garage there's dust, like whatever. You move some stuff around, you sweep. All right, I can get on board there. But I think it's nostalgic for you. That's my sense. I guess my take Montezuma was noodles, so we will get into the meat and potatoes of the show, right? You have nothing else on the garage, right?
Nothing else on the garage. I mean, I could go. You need another 10 minutes on the garage because I can do it.
Nah, I mean, I said what the listeners want, and they don't want that. Dude,
right, we'll table it for next week.
To recap, Dillon and I are betting 1 beer mile on every NFL playoff game picked correctly against the spread. If he has 3 right, and I have 0 right, that means 3 beer miles for me. And then we'll cancel out. And so last week, Dillon, we tied. Unfortunately, no beer miles were exchanged hands. We each had 3 games correct, 3 games incorrect. You had the Panthers, I had the Packers and the Jags. We both got the Eagles wrong, and then we both got the Texans right, and you had the Patriots. Coming off, you came in really hot. You said, I have such a good handle on this round, this wild card round. I can see the future. What went wrong for you to end in a tie? I thought you'd be 5 beer miles ahead by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I felt really good. To be fair, the ones I felt really, really good about hit. Like the
Pats.
ones
You called the Pats.
Feels good. Pats felt really good, and Panthers. Those were the 2 I was like, boom, these are gonna absolutely crush. The Bears. I said it at the time. Emotional hedge all day. I would go Packers again. In that situation, and honestly, the Packers game was perfect because the Packers Bears game was perfect because I looked like a genius.
Yeah,
for 3 quarters, I looked like an absolute genius, and then I still got the win at the end. So, so I'll go with that. And then let me see, what were the other games I got wrong here? I'm looking at it.
The Jags Bills.
Jags Bills, that was tough. I thought that was going to be. I watched that game. I don't know, man. Everybody says Trevor Lawrence is like coming into his own and is like really there. I still, after watching that game, I don't know. He still makes me nervous.
The first pick was bad. The second pick, which he honestly should have even had the ball back. Let's actually talk about that in a sec. He probably, there's like that one thing where if it's a meaningless game or if it's a regular season game, you can like try to make that throw and like fit it in. He was kind of open. The defender made a good play and like bounced well. But I feel like Brady wouldn't have made that. Like there's a risk reward calculation that Brady has that I just don't think Trevor has yet, where it's like, yeah, you usually can make that throw. You can probably get it there 70% of the time. But right here, you don't need to make that throw, right? We have 4 downs. Yeah. Like, don't throw that. I thought the play before that, I don't know. I assume you watched it. When they had like after the 10-yard tush push and they had 1st and goal on the 1, and they have the Bills have 3 timeouts and the Jags have 0. They 100% should have knelt that, right? Like I thought that was so. If they lost that game, that was going to be so stupid by McDermott.
I guess, but I mean, it would be even worse if you knelt, if you take the knee, and then you don't score the touchdown. Like that's infinitely worse than.
Agreed. That's the worst. That's the worst outcome. But
yeah.
But you're essentially 3 tush pushes with Josh Allen. What are the odds they don't get one of them? 3. They have 3.
Yeah, I'm with you. And
from the half-yard line.
Yeah,
from the half-yard line. I thought that was a terrible coaching decision.
Well, it did work out. I mean, I was excited to see Trevor Lawrence try to take it down the field there. So yeah, it sucked that he forced it in. But I actually have a thought on the when I was watching that 10-yard tush push.
Yeah,
I swore I heard an inadvertent whistle. Like you saw a couple Jags players like come off the pile.
Yeah,
and like kind of think that like the play was over, and then they got the extra like 7 yards. It was like a 3-yard tush push. Inadvertent whistle. I've not done any research into this.
I was going to ask, did that? Yeah.
No,
because if they blow it, even if they blow it, then they have to stop. If they blow it, they have to bring it back, even if it's an accident. All right, this week's game. Before we jump in, what game? I guess you're most excited for the Bears and the Broncos, right?
Oh, Bears and Broncos games. So pumped, and I love
which
it.
One more?
Sunday.
Which one
Bears.
more?
Bears. Okay.
Bears.
I root for the Bears. I'm a Bears fan. I root for the Broncos.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's most people who move to, like, you had a childhood team and then you live in the city. Like, everyone roots for their city's team. I can't remember. I think somebody had a bad take on that once that they like purposely didn't. I was like, that's the stupidest thing ever.
I'm with you. You want your home team to win. The only situation in which you don't want to root for your home team is if you're at either a rival, you happen to move to a town that has your rival team, or it's such a juggernaut powerhouse of like a city that they don't need you.
Move to Boston. If you move to Boston in the last 20 years, you can't.
York,
yeah, you're right.
Boston, LA. Like when I lived in St. Louis, I loved it. I loved every St. Louis team, even if it like clashed with my Chicago teams, just because like, I was like a part of St. Louis. When I moved to New York, they don't need me. I could have died in the street and nobody would have noticed in New York. So I wasn't rooting for any of those teams. I wasn't like a Yankees fan out there.
Interesting. See, I disagree with that one. I think if the team has been good enough, then you can't do it. Like if it's the Patriots. But none of the New York teams are any good. Like they're all big brands. Yeah, you're saying the fan base doesn't need you. But for vibes, like you want to go out and celebrate Yankees wins and go to the bars. And I think then and if you live in New York, that's what you want. And so I think you can do that.
That's fair, but maybe it's because I lived in the worst 5-year drought in New York sports history. I think there was one playoff game across all like 8 teams that they have there in the 5 years I lived in New York.
Dude, if you were still there, you would have been into the Knicks playoff run last year.
That's possible. The only two, maybe I hate the Yankees so much. It just leaks into everything else.
Nope, agreed. Hate them. All right, you want to share your screen? Let's go.
Yeah, let me share the screen here. So there's just a visual reminder for our viewers. This is what James is gonna be looking like. I'm the one in the American flag short shorts. and this is James throwing up after his. How many games do we have left?
We have 4 this weekend, 2 next weekend. Yeah, 7 total.
All right, so this is James throwing up after running 7 beer miles in a row.
I feel good this weekend. I didn't feel good about the picks last weekend. This weekend I feel much better. Get to see him once.
Yeah, I don't like that you didn't feel good last week and we tied, and now you feel good this week. That's a bad sign for me.
All right. I mean, I have the first on my list, the game of the weekend in my mind: Buffalo at the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Broncos favored by 1.5 at home. I think it opened as Buffalo.
It did. I think I
favorites.
got it. Broncos plus points.
Really? I took them minus the 1.5.
Okay. So it sounds like we're both going to be on the same page on this one.
Oh yeah, we did. We just spoiled that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I kind of forgot how we did this. We're kind of.
We're learning on the job. We're learning on the job.
All right,
I set you up better. I should have set you up better.
No. This is my fault. This is my fault. Here, wait. Let's look at the whole bracket really fast. So we got San Francisco in the upper left. We got San Francisco, Seattle. Seattle's -7. Then we have Rams at Bears. Rams are a away favorite -3.5, and then Buffalo at Denver. Denver -1.5, and then we have the Texans at New England. New England -3.
Which line were you most surprised of? And I have 3.5. Just by the way, we can get to it when we talk about Pats Texans. I think it's 3.5.
It's 3. I did DraftKings like a minute ago. Okay.
Then you might be right.
I'll give you 3.5. I'll give you 3.5.
Yeah.
So I was most surprised at 7 points to Seattle. 7 points in the divisional round. It just feels huge. But I mean, I understand why, but it just feels so big.
I was, because you saw that like 2 weeks ago they crushed them, right? The 13-3 game. Kind of. I mean, the defense crushed their offense, and then they lost Kittle. I think. I feel like they had to make it a touchdown.
How about you?
I thought the Bills being favored over the Broncos. I know it's since changed. I thought that was the most shocking thing.
Yeah. I like that. I jumped on that when it popped up.
Yeah. All right, let's hit it.
All right. You want to start with the Broncos game?
Yeah, let's hit it. Broncos game.
All right. Broncos -1.5. All right. We're back to our AI fun fact. Let's see what we got. I have not read any of these. What I did notice when I was doing my copy pasting is they were much longer this week. Gemini was feeling verbose. So let's see what we got. All right. The Mile High advantage versus the Cold King. The Denver Broncos secured AFC's #1 seed this year behind a defense that set a franchise record with 68 sacks in the regular season. Oh, I'm shocked that it beat that Peyton Manning year. However, they are facing Buffalo's Josh Allen, who is currently playing some of the most efficient quick-release football of his career. In last week's wildcard game, Allen completed 16 of 17 quick passes, throws under 2.5 seconds. This game is a classic immovable object versus unstoppable force matchup. Denver's league best pressure rate against Allen's lightning fast decision-making. Less of a fun fact, more of a full analysis.
That's it. It's a full 68 sacks. It feels like a ton.
It's like we saw
over 3.5 games. Over because that's the Bills receiver issues are incredible. Now that Terrell Shavers has an ACL tear, they only have 3 active wide receivers, and one of them is Brandon Cooks, who's 100 years old and just essentially his career is he probably has this year and that's it. They don't have anybody.
Is it just going to be Josh running and James Cook running? Is it just going to be ground game all day?
Or they're going to have to use the tight ends. It's going to have to. I don't know. They're going to have to get super creative. I feel like they're just going to have to run Josh as much as he get physically possible. And I honestly expect James Cook to be way better against the Broncos than he was against the Jags. The Jags have a really good run defense, and I'd say he had very little success. So I imagine they'll run the ball a lot better. But 68 sacks. I don't know. I'm not going to look into it, but that feels like a big number.
Don't take that as gospel. Yeah.
But Benito probably only had 15 on the year. Where'd the other 53 sacks go? There's actually,
You'll be right.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
It's a toss up, dude. It's a toss up. This is the AI fun fact is like having a bad intern. It's like the interns like bringing us like stuff that we just can't trust. We're like, oh, this could be cool.
Yeah, but you can't like publish it. All right, wait. I took it a step further this week. I went with in addition to the AI fun fact, I wanted to bring fantasy football into this somehow. So I don't know if it's a fun fact, but I have a fantasy football nugget. Sometimes it's an opinion, sometimes it's a fact. For each of these games. So for this is my favorite one. Josh Allen has been the number 1 or number 2 fantasy quarterback in his last 6 seasons, and that's 6 of 7 total seasons where he's played the full year. Nobody else in the history of fantasy football has done that, at least going back 25 years with my research.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers has been the closest with 5 top 1 or 2 finishes in a row from 2008 to like 2012. Mahomes, Lamar, Bo, Brady, who all you think of as like, oh, those are the best quarterbacks of the last 25 years. Dave, none of them have ever done it in 2 consecutive seasons. Josh Allen has done it in 6 consecutive seasons.
Wow.
Crazy. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Stat?
Especially without having any wide receivers, to your point.
Him and Stephon Diggs were awesome together, but these last 2 years, his best wide receiver finish is essentially Khalil Shakir at like 48th for the last 2 years. Yeah. That's crazy stat. Josh Allen, beast, as consistent as they come with the running. Draft him in the top, I don't know, second round of redraft next year because he's worth it.
Wow, second round. All right, I love it. All right, what do we like next?
Dude, wait, we got to pick.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
All right.
Denver.
All right. I think we've both shown our hands. We're both taking the Broncos minus the 1.5. Next, San Francisco at Seattle.
All right, San Francisco at Seattle.
Saturday night game.
All right, minus 7.5 Seattle. I already kind of showed my hand with this one too, but I thought this was a pretty big line. I don't know. Is it the home field advantage? It's San Francisco being banged up. Like their
defense.
Yeah.
I think it's Seattle defense. One, I think we saw it 2 weeks ago. Kittle just got hurt, and that defense is filthy. I think that's why it's 7. But it came back down. It went from 7 to 7.5. Now it's back to 7. So
back to 7. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what our AI intern has to say. The most winning playoff franchise. With their wildcard victory over the Eagles last week, the San Francisco 49ers officially earned their 40th postseason win, the most of any franchise in NFL history. They'll need that championship pedigree this weekend because they are heading into the, quote, loudest stadium in the NFL, parentheses, Lumen Field, to face a Seahawks team that beat them in a critical Week 18 finale to snatch the number 1 seed and the first round bye. Once again, we're kind of missing on the fun fact. I guess the fun fact is
they're missing the fun. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that?
In the prompt too, I was like, it could be about geography, it could be about like a player, it could be about fans. Like it like barely has to do with football. Like it could be just something fun. And man, they really focused on the fact part.
I need to use Gronk for this.
Yeah,
Gronk would like have the wildness.
Gronk would like curse at me. Gronk would be like, "You stupid fuck! Like, here's a fucking sick quote and something awesome that happened. Also, here's a girl in a bikini." Like,
I'm gonna say, yeah, Seattle has the most strippers of any city. Yeah, that fact wasn't fun.
You know what? Here's what you get. The fun that I took out of this is, I wish that I was of like football appreciation age during the Jerry Rice eras of the 49ers. Like, I feel like that would have been amazing football to watch.
All right. What are the 5 oldest NFL franchises?
Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, I'm gonna say Shit.
I don't know if this one's right. This the Arizona Cardinals were established in 1898 as the Morgan Athletic Club. The Racing Cardinals. They joined the league in 1920 as charter members and are the oldest franchise in continuous existence. Who knows if that's true or not?
No, I mean that feels right to me, but it also is like the teams that moved around 100 times. Do we? I guess they are.
Do count it. That's the Niners. My fantasy football. In half point PPR, George Kittle, RIP. Top 5 fantasy tight end in points per game every season of his entire career besides his rookie year. So if George Kittle is healthy and playing, you're playing him. Top 5 for 8 straight seasons.
That includes this season, even with him being out like the first half.
Well, fantasy points per game, not
per game,
not total fantasy points. Yeah. He's had enough injury seasons, so he hasn't done it like it's not like Josh Allen, but in points per game. So if he's healthy, there's essentially been no one better besides Kelsey. The last.
That's good. He also was that's awesome. He also just seems like the best dude ever. Like
I know.
Continually. Did you see that story about the tequila going into the locker room? Very fun.
Well, he started that whole thing tight end U, and he gets every single tight end in the league to go to it. I'm like, yeah, he's the coolest dude in the league. Why wouldn't you go to it?
Oh, 100%. You have to. I wish if I was a wide receiver, I'd be jealous. I'd be like, why isn't there like a wide receiver? You know, is there no wide receiver week because they're too big of divas? Like they couldn't.
They couldn't all. It would be like Housewives or something. It would just be like
a reality show.
Yes, they like Jersey Shore, but for wide receivers.
They put them all in a house in the offseason.
Yes,
take every wide receiver one and put them in a house, and they get to vote out a person each week, like Survivor.
It's like Chase, Jefferson, oh my god, CD. Dude, strippers from Grok. Yeah.
Grok could be there.
Yeah. George Kittle, come on the podcast. Nah, if you have the free time. What are you taking? Seahawks -7.
I think I'm going to take the Niners.
Oh, all right. There we go. At least we're going to have some different. I'm taking the Hawks, laying the points.
Cool.
All right. Next, we have Houston at New England.
Oh, did we talk about the Broncos game already?
Which Bronco? Yeah, that was our first one.
Yeah,
we picked it.
I forgot to do this. Did you see this?
What is that?
This is a picture. Sorry, talk about bad podcasting. This is a picture that someone was walking around the stadium today, and the stadium was, I guess, testing the scoreboard, and they showed a final score to the game of Bills 3, Broncos 19. I mean, is this NFL scripted? Like, if the Broncos beat the Bills 19-3, I might actually believe NFL scripted.
Dude, I hope to God that this doesn't happen. I hate the scripted talk. I hate it. I'm rooting for anything but 19-3. Oh my God, people think
I hate the scripted talk too, but this one would be so wild that I think I would be kind of pumped up. Like I would want to know what's what.
19 to. There's no way the Bills only score 3. No way.
Wow,
not scripted.
Should we do an extra? Should we throw an extra mile on the over under?
What's the over?
I'll take the under. I don't know, but I'll take the under.
It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, let's do it. Extra mile on over under. All right, I'll take the over. I'll figure out what it is after this podcast.
Wait. I got it in front of me. 45.5.
Oh my God, the Broncos stink. Let's do it. Over.
All right, I got
45.5.
All right, it's gonna be 19-3.
This is such bad podcasting. I got the over. Dillon has the under. Broncos. All right, cool. All right. Next we have Houston, New England.
All right, New England -3. Let's see what our intern has to say. Breaking the road curse. Until this week, the Houston Texans were one of only 2 teams in the Super Bowl era, parentheses with the Lions, to have never won a road playoff game. After defeating the Steelers in Pittsburgh on Monday night, they finally broke that streak. Now they head to Foxborough to face a Patriots team led by rookie sensation Drake May, who led the entire NFL this season in quarterback scrambles, 62. It's a battle of AFC's brightest young stars, CJ Stroud versus Drake May. Who thinks CJ Stroud is one of the AFC's brightest young stars?
Yeah, this isn't a fun fact either. But when during that game were you confident the Texans were going to win it? Like, how long did it take you?
It took me a while because they couldn't stop putting the ball on the ground.
Oh my God, the CJ Stroud was so bad. The more time that went by, I'm like, oh my God, the Steelers are going to win this in their goofy ways that they always win, where they don't deserve to win the game.
Oh my God. As somebody who's hated Aaron Rodgers for years because he continually ripped my heart out as a Bears fan, like I just prey on his downfall constantly. And watching him lose, and like because he always like complains to the refs. He's got like a huge, like, anytime he hits the ground, he like throws his hands up and he like his stupid face is like looking all over the place. And and when he does that when playing bad, it's such a bad look for him, and I just revel in it. It's just like the best thing ever. So if he would have ended up winning that game, I would have been very sad. So yeah, but no, to answer your question, it took me a long time to be confident in that.
Well, it went off with do you think that was his last game he ever played?
No, because he's too, I don't know. Like, even if he says he retires, he'll come back in 2027 or something. You know, like he like can't stop never stopping. he can't stop wanting the spotlight, I think. Yeah.
This is my worst fantasy fun fact. It's actually terrible. But these are the two highest defense and special teams fantasy scoring defenses from last week. So Houston, 27 points against Rodgers, and the Pats scored 15 defense special teams against Herbert and no offensive line. So terrible fact to go with AI.
We need a better team. We just need our interns are trash.
We have applications going.
Oh yeah.
for research. All right, who we got?
I got New England.
I knew we were gonna be different here. Give me Houston.
Wow, love it.
I was thinking about this. I don't know if I'm just being difficult and just going against New England because I think there's something there, and that's why I'm doing this, or if I actually think Houston's gonna win. I don't know.
I like that. I kind of felt like that with San Francisco. Like you can't go all favorites. You know, you got to have like a curveball.
Nico Collins not playing though really bums me out.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed. I think Christian Gonzalez is not confirmed. Nico's confirmed. He's not playing.
Got you.
So big Jaden Higgins. Yeah.
One more fun fact I just noticed is because I can't see you right now, I can only see the screen, and so I've just been staring at the logos. The very similar new AI fun fact, very similar star in these two logos, like same angle, same 5-point star, kind of something I never really noticed, like a shared star between the Pats and the Texans.
That's actually the funnest fact out of all of them, of the three. Yeah. I don't know, the Texas one feels kind of extended. It's like the Pats one is when you click the star image and it like adds it to your slide, and then the Pats one is like the first time you try to move it to make it bigger and it's a little off shape.
Yes,
you know, stretched. When you add it to a slide, it's a little stretched. That's why
I see that. But the angle is very similar, very similar.
Yeah.
Not similar.
All right, last one. Rams at the Bears.
Best for last. LA. Best for last. LA minus 3.5. All right. AI fun fact: the big play spectacular. This is gonna suck. If you like fireworks, this is the game to watch. During the regular season, the Chicago Bears allowed the second most passing plays of 20+ yards in the league, while the Rams offense, led by Matt Stafford, recorded most big plays, 72, of any team in the NFL. Despite the freezing January temperatures expected at Soldier Field, these two teams are built for a high-flying shootout rather than a traditional ground-and-pound winter game. I'm changing the prompt for next week.
Yeah, this is also bad. But so is this saying the Rams had 72 plays of over 20 yards this year? It's
gotta be, right?
Dude, that's like 5 a game. That's a ton.
Yeah, that's insane. Also feels wrong.
That's a ton. Like
Yeah.
20 plus yard plays. Wow. Crazy. What are you gonna do for this game? What's your to be at peace? It's Sunday night though, so are you gonna hit the bars as hard? What's
It's
the
Sunday night
strategy
going
here?
into MLK weekend.
Oh, MLK weekend. So it's basically Saturday.
So it's basically Saturday. So yeah, I feel like I gotta go. I gotta find some Bears fans, and I gotta be out at a bar. I want the audio, so I gotta be at a bar that has the audio.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do that for sure. But this game actually is convenient for me because I touted I thought the Rams were overrated. I wanted the Rams no longer, but I wanted the Rams to go as far as possible so I can keep taking the points against them because I figured they'd keep being favored. But yeah, this one I'm going to take the points against them. I'm going to take Bears plus 3.5, and this is where I hope the Rams go
Dude,
out.
you just skipped my fantasy fact.
Shit.
But that's fine. If you don't want to hear it, I'll save it for the next week. I didn't even
Not
know.
sharp.
Dude,
Not
I
sharp out of me.
didn't even hear who you took. I was so focused, like ready for you to set me up for my fantasy fact.
Oh my god, dude! I'm so sorry. Wait.
So who'd you take?
I want to cut this. I want to cut this and restart it.
The whole thing?
No, not the whole thing, but like I don't know.
we'll do some work. My fantasy fun fact that may not be a fun fact. Colson Loveland he finished 15th in fantasy points per game in his rookie year. But in his last 3 games, playoffs included, he scored 18.4, 20.1, and 19.7 half-point PPR points. And in my opinion, should be the number 3 tight end taken in redraft next year. And you could maybe talk me into number 2.
So you think he was the right pick over Tyler Warren?
Yeah. I think it started slow because of the injury like he got surgery last year and missed a ton of training camp, and then he had the early season injury. I think he's like right there with Bowers and McBride in like tight end 1-1 conversation going forward. I think everything.
Happy. I was worried that was the wrong pick for a long time, and so seeing him really come out like this. I mean, he had more yards.
Oh, you're talking about real NFL football, not fantasy.
I'm talking about real.
Yeah. Both. I think they're both going to be really good NFL football players. Loveland's more of just a receiver. Warren will be a little more versatile at things, but no, I think it's I think they're both going to be really good real NFL players. But Loveland's situation with Ben Johnson and Caleb, I think for fantasy he's just going to explode. The target competition might be a little much in the near term, depending on what they do with DJ Moore. But and honestly,
and Cole Kmet's still good too, man.
But yeah, no, I think you got yourself an awesome player.
Hell yeah! Wow, that pumps me up.
Yeah, there you go. Who you got?
All right,
since I didn't hear it the first time.
I got Bears plus 3.5. I'm going with my team this time.
That's what I got too. Dude, I think the Bears could win this game. I thought it was going to be 1.5, and then it was going to be a real decision. But 3.5, it's like, yeah, take the field goal because I think there's a good chance the Bears can win this game. They'll be able to move the ball, and then you're getting an extra 3 points. So I'm with you.
I love that. The Rams struggled with the Panthers. You know, I feel good.
All right, so to give the overview, we both have the Broncos minus 1.5 against the Bills. You have the Niners getting 7 at Seattle. I have the Seahawks at home. You have the Patriots at home giving 3 against the Texans. I'm taking the points. And we both have the Bears getting 3.5. And our late addition over-under, I have the Broncos Bills over 45.5. You have that game under because you believe in conspiracies and you think it's going to finish 19-3. If that happens, how many beer miles should I run? Just like 1 for every day the rest of the year.
Well, if that happens, I think your whole perspective on the NFL has to change. You have to be an NFL scripted guy. Like it's almost
You're
not
right.
even. It's like your punishment is you have to believe that the NFL is scripted.
We have to change the name of this podcast.
Yeah.
So whatever. What does Alex Jones call his podcast again? Like the NFL
Wars?
version of NFL Wars.
Yeah.
NFL Info Wars. Damn, man. I want this round. I'm glad we tied last round just to get our feet wet. But I want someone ahead. I want someone playing from behind next week, like 2 beer miles behind. So to really put the sweats on.
I love that. My dream is I want somebody to be in such bad shape coming out of the conference championship week that they are like putting bets on the Pro Bowl and being like, give me a mile for like the 40 or whatever. I don't even know events that they do at the Pro Bowl anymore. But yeah.
Oh yeah, like a beer. What's it when you run the
the shuttle. They throw the quarterbacks throw and try to hit those. Like you're gonna like bet on like Jared Goff to throw a beer mile on Jared Goff winning it all and that.
That's gonna be you in 2 weeks. All right, my friend, have fun cleaning your garage. Enjoy it. Get that nostalgia. Move your saw around.
Thank you. I will. I'm gonna feel like a real man's man and feel better, dude.
Dude, I'm good, man. We're good.